Welcome back to it, the Now Morning Show, your Wednesday edition with me, Anchor Will, and I am about to get hands-on. For arts and culture, that is something that isn't too different. We usually involve ourselves deeply or engross ourselves deeply in culture, particularly with parties. And so to tell me about one of the most prolific party promoters would be Hans De Veens.
Now, listen, Anchor, such a pleasure to be here. Especially seeing you after this whole Volvo trip. We see it, and we love it. Now, listen, the pandemic affected all of us in the arts and entertainment.
Absolutely.
Now, in terms of Private Ryan, we know Private Ryan has these amazing events. We know he's producing, and of course, his career as a DJ with all the mixes. We actually got a chance to speak to him up close and personal and find out how the pandemic affected him and about his first event after the pandemic, well, after the borders opened up, and the fact that he actually wasn't able to be there, which is quite interesting. So let's take a look. Hands-on, Private Ryan.
Diwali, Parang and Paramin, Hussein, Pagua, Tobago Heritage Festival, or Carnival generally. Trinidad and Tobago's events truly highlight our culture and attracts tourism. Whether it's New York, Miami, London, or any other location, regarding events outside of Trinidad and Tobago, as a promoter and DJ, Private Ryan is definitely a cultural ambassador, incorporating artisans and professionals from Trinidad and Tobago at all of his events, regardless of where in the world they may be.
My name is Ryan Alexander, also known as DJ Private Ryan. I'm an international DJ, event producer. I'm a producer. I produce the song Feel the Love.
This city can't hold me, my vibe's too high, and my heart it told me jump right now, you will touch the sky. Feel my love unfolding like a laughing flame.
Not being able to be in front of a crowd, funny enough, was a blessing for me because it allowed me to really sit still for a little while and look internally, also rest, because I've also been traveling so much over the past decade, non-stop, just going from country to country and also producing the events as well too. And then, you know, I needed my mind to kind of get in that space where there was some silence so that I could see the future.
Silence indeed, with no one knowing if Miami Carnival was on for sure. Ryan was faced with another hurdle.
My first event when I came back out, ironically, it's actually two experiences. My first time that a large crowd reacted to me was actually Soca Brainwash, New York City, but I did not make it to the event.
Of course, the Soca Brainwash team is looking forward to seeing you at the Olympus later on today. It is going to be historical. It is going to be the first time, unfortunately, that I will not be there in the flesh.
And I played virtually for, 5,000 plus people in that space. And just seeing the energy from that, kind of was the prelude to me actually coming back out and doing it again, which is when I arrived for Miami Carnival. And just being on stage again and seeing the reactions, seeing what the music did to people and how it really affected them was, it's priceless. You can't describe how it feels to actually be around that energy and actually seeing it from my perspective on stage and being able to curate the experience from your perspective and then draw them into your world. There's absolutely nothing like it. I can't even describe it in words. I call this kind of like the grand reset, and everybody's mindset is different. People have gone through their own struggles. People, just prioritize things differently, and but they also had a yearning for experiences. So for me, it was kind of like designing this grand release where people could be around others. Feel comfortable being around others as well, because that's utmost important in these times. That experience, it's kind of like that fantasy, that end game that they were working towards, after being inside. It's like, how do you then bring that to life? And that's basically what it was like. Hi, my name is DJ Private Ryan, and hello to Trinidad and Tobago.
At the end of the day, regardless of it being virtual or him being in person, Private Ryan continues to bring these incredible experiences that we value very highly as part of our culture.
We do, and he has some great things happening. He has Notting Hill Carnival coming up, Crop Over, and events in all these carnivals
All
as
of
well.
which we'll be there for.
Well, you know, hopefully. Yeah, St. Lucia Carnival coming up. And he's really at it once again in terms of the producing as well. So we look forward to more great things from Private Ryan.
And more things from Hans, as we will see you next week. So thank you very much for joining us again. And we'll continue to bring you arts, culture, and so much more here on In Our Morning Show. Stick around, guys.
Life had me restressing. Things were so depressing.